Across Canada, businesses are counting down to a potential crisis. Come July, there's a chance the Canada-US-Mexico trade agreement could unravel.
Yeah.
Business owners like Shannon Dixon are bracing for the worst.
What's that like? It's hard. It's frustrating.
Dixon and her husband own Simply Merino. Half of the clothing they make here in this East Vancouver warehouse is sold to the United States. Customers that could go away if CUSMA isn't renewed. Dixon is overwhelmed.
I think it's just the uncertainty. It just changes all the time.
Yeah.
And that's the hard part is you just don't know. And you try really hard to know, and then the next day you have to start all over again and figure things out. It's been stressful. It's myself and my husband who own the business, and it's stressful on our relationship. My staff, manufacturing.
And we could have it or not, it wouldn't matter to me. I don't really care about it. Canada would love it. Canada wants it. They need it.
The future of CUSMA is in the background of all the back and forth between Ottawa and Washington these days.
It'll be a robust review, is the expectation.
Every outburst, every post, every scrum and speech scrutinized in the context of what it could mean for the interconnected trade all three economies rely on.
The president is a strong negotiator. I think some of these comments and positioning should be viewed in the broader context of that.
This is a moving target, and a number of different things could happen. All three governments could say, hey, this is working, make a few tweaks, and sign on for another 16 years. If that doesn't happen, the agreement goes into annual reviews, so more uncertainty. Or Trump could try to throw it out, setting up a potential legal battle and more uncertainty.
I was in Toronto last week giving a talk on this, and I quoted America's greatest poet, Taylor Swift, who said, "It's either going to be forever or it's going to go down in flames."
Eric Miller is an international trade consultant and a Swiftie.
And that's really what we're looking at right now. We just don't know.
We do know much of what Washington says it wants in order to keep the agreement in place. The Americans want greater access to Canada's dairy market and don't like the rules forcing American streaming companies like Netflix to have Canadian content. The U.S. also wants us to start buying American booze again. Miller says the challenge for Canada is giving up a little might eventually mean giving up even more.
With Donald Trump making concessions breeds demands for more concessions. That's really the complexity, but there will be hard choices. And it's very difficult to say which way the government would decide to go, partly because there's no sense of what the end game is here.
And he says businesses are right to at least contemplate a post-CUSMA world.
When you talk about periods of upheaval, that means people lose jobs, that means incomes decline. That means stress and strain at home. That means all sorts of pain and suffering, not only in the economy, but also in Canadian society.
You're describing something that looks like life getting worse for a lot of Canadians.
In the short term. Yes. Not everybody all at once, all the same way. But I think one has to be realistic that there will be a significant cost that comes from this.
Miller says Canada would not bear that cost alone. The consequences of losing CUSMA would hit American businesses hard too, no matter what the president says.
You would think wool sweatpants would be itchy, but they're really not.
Merino wool is not itchy.
All of this stress and uncertainty comes as Dixon's business is growing. She and her husband have given up their jobs as a teacher and an engineer.
Are you making enough money to sustain your life?
We are. Yes, we are. A few years ago, I started paying myself for the first time. It took many years to make any money because as you grow, you invest back into the company.
Can your business survive without American customers?
Yes, it will. Yes, we will have to pivot a bit. We'll figure things out, but we're not going to close our doors. You know, we love it so much and we love our community. We know we can do it. It's just we're going to have a hit for sure.
And Miller says that's the thing. Whatever happens, the resilient will adapt. Some may even thrive. It's just so tough to make a plan when we don't know what's coming next.